comes around, we're sitting in my car. The silence is so loud. I don't know where the hell we ended up, but all I know is that it feels like we're stuck. We're not going anywhere. I swear it feels like we have. We're not going anywhere. And I've run out of things we could do to keep the fire burning. When you hurt me the way that you do, we're not going anywhere. It's always up in the air with you,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Love Got to Do with It on My Psychic Connection. My name is Bunny Sugars, and I am your hostess with the mostest for this evening. I hope you guys are having a good day today. I hope we're all staying hydrated. It's really hot outside. I hope you all have been having a wonderful start to your week, and I cannot wait to get to some really awesome readings with you guys. But before we get into the really awesome readings, let's go over some house rules really quick. So here on My Psychic Connection, we do paid and free readings. We just ask that you provide a specific question. And if you have a general question, we do ask that you save those for our website at www.mypsychicconnection.com. General readings can sometimes take you in a direction you may not be ready for, especially here on a live radio show. So we just ask that you save those for the website. And if you sign up to mypsychicconnection.com, you do get 3 free minutes to start your reading, which is awesome. We love free minutes to start our reading with. Now, for medical and legal questions, we do always be sure to inquire with a medical or legal professional, especially regarding those types of questions. And if you'd like to jump ahead of the list or, skip the line, as we like to say here, you can donate using the link in the chat, or you can go to journeyryanlive.com/donations. You get to choose from a quick reading, a mini, a medium, and a mega reading. And with the mega reading, it's really cool because you get to ask up to 4 questions. And they take, as specifically the mini, medium, and megas, take as long as we need to take to get the message out. So Spirit likes to take the wheel on that one. And also a portion of every donation that we receive here on My Psychic Connection will be going to Shriner Children's Hospital. Now, I hope you guys are ready for a good show. We have some games for you guys. So we have the lightning round coming up this hour. And also we have the emoji contest. So go ahead and start throwing those emojis in the chat. And I am so excited to see how many emojis we are going to get. I love good heart emojis. I love bunny emojis. I am very and look, we can even, especially since last show, get some ice cream emojis in there, because that was also a fun one for me. I love ice cream. So I hope you all are ready for an awesome show tonight. I hope we're having a good week. And I want to know what everyone's been up to this weekend, or this week in general. It feels like a very busy time, and that might just be because I'm also having a very busy week myself, between wedding planning and preparing for some other fun things I have going on this weekend. I hope we've all just been taking time to remember to woo-saw and come back down to earth periodically. So I cannot wait to start us off for tonight. So let's go ahead and jump into our first question. All right, y'all, you heard the lightning. It is time for our lightning round. So what you want to go ahead and do is ask me any burning question that is on your mind. Go ahead. If it's a yes, a no question, yes or no question, and my response will be yes, no, or undetermined, depending on what Spirit decides to give me. So post as many questions as you would like, and I will answer as many as I can within this lightning round. Anything that you can think of right now that's been burning in your mind all week, go ahead and ask me whatever it is that is on your mind. So go ahead and start posting those questions because we're going to get it started soon, and ask me as many as you can. So go. Is the sky blue? Maybe. I don't know, but ask me and I'll figure it out for you. All right, Gemma asks, will Adam and I go out for a meal this week? Yes, that sounds fun. All right, Autumn, is Ariel in heaven? Yes. All right, Gemma, will we go to the Space Center this week? Undetermined. All right, keep them coming, guys. Autumn, will Dara be truthful when she contacts? Undetermined. I want to talk more about that one. There's some very interesting downloads to that one, Autumn. But you guys, go ahead and keep asking as many questions as you can keep thinking of. Let's go. Gemma says, will Adam like my family? Yes. All right, keep those questions coming. I'm going to answer as many as I can. So let's go ahead and throw in whatever's been on the front of your mind lately. Like, look, I can't tell you what to have for dinner, but if you want to ask me what you should have for dinner and give me a choice, I'll help you figure it out. So go ahead and post as many questions as you guys can think of. Let's go ahead and get this lightning round going. Look, it's fun. I love the lightning round. It's like a big intuition test, honestly. So go ahead and keep those questions coming. Autumn, is she trying to heal? Undetermined. Very interesting energy on that one. Autumn, definitely ask a question. There's some things we should go over with that one. But go ahead, y'all, and ask as many yes, no questions as you can. Gemma says, will I go to Adam's house this year? Yes. All right, you guys. We still got time in this lightning round. Let's go ahead and throw them questions up. Autumn, is Mama Sunshine happy with me? Yes. Autumn, you have some very interesting energy going on. Very interesting. I can't wait to talk more to you about that. Gemma, should I dye my hair next week? No. No. Although I would love to see what color you come up with. Dyeing hair. All right, everybody, that was our first lightning round. Thank you all so much for participating. And I thank you all for your beautiful questions. And remember, keep throwing those emojis in the chat because we do have an emoji contest going on. And also, don't forget, if you would like to skip ahead of the line and get your question answered faster, you can go to journeyryanlive.com/donations, or you can click the link in the chat, because remember, a portion of every donation is going to Shriners Children's Hospital. We love supporting a good cause around here. So let's go ahead and jump into our first question. Emma says, am I wasting my time with Daniel T? Is he getting back with his ex-wife from 3 years ago? Okay, Emma, let's see what I get for you. So first of all, are you wasting your time? No. I feel like it's not a matter of wasting time. It feels more of a matter of patience. I do feel like, however, because there's this lack of, it's not even a lack of connection. It feels like a lack of communication. I feel that you are starting to feel a little bit blindsided by the connection. So is he trying to get back with his ex-wife? That's very undetermined. It feels like in regards to the ex-wife, he's very conflicted on what he feels. I don't necessarily feel that there is an active desire or an active chasing after her. I feel like this is just lingering feelings that he may have. So what you may be experiencing with with your person right now, what you may be experiencing is more so this. It's like a subconscious understanding that their mental energy is not fully connected to where it needs to be. And that's why you might feel a little bit blindsided. It's almost like you cannot read him right now. And so you're kind of grasping at what could this be? So I don't think this is necessarily a situation in which he is trying to go after this ex-wife. You're seeing residual emotional impact, and you're picking that up and maybe internalizing it to some degree. I don't see that that's necessarily what he's attempting to do, but I can understand where you may feel that. I don't feel you're wasting your time, but I do feel this ex-wife scenario is going to be something that continues to hold you back in regards to this connection. It is going to, unfortunately, be a little bit difficult for you to work past this because you, in the forefront of your mind, do not see her as someone or something that is a long gone. Emma, thank you so much for your beautiful question. I hope I was able to help give you some extra clarity in that situation, but I totally understand it's relationships are super difficult. Now, I want to get into an interesting concept about our insecurities while dating because we end up taking a lot of past energy from relationships and unfortunately, like putting it into a relationship that we are currently into. When we do this, we end up causing a little bit of disruption in the force, so to speak. When you are taking insecurities from past relationships, not healing from them and bringing them forward to something new, we end up inadvertently and unexpectedly sometimes breaking down our entire relationship because we're waiting for the thing to happen again and again and again. It's like trying essentially to ride a bike, but you keep falling off the bike. And unfortunately, when you fall off the bike too much, you get afraid to ride the bike again. That's kind of how we over internalize our insecurities. And so, what kind of insecurities in a relationship or happen for you during a relationship? What is that one thing that makes you go, I don't like this and it makes me feel uncomfortable? But instead of looking at it that way, like, oh, this makes me uncomfortable, I don't like it, it's going to happen again, we have to look at it as a healing situation. We have to heal from those insecurities. Those insecurities are just the fears from mistakes that were made in the past, and once you start working through them, you can definitely begin to reconfigure how you look at your relationship. Because remember, your person that you're with now is not the same as the person you were before. And just because a lot of people have done you wrong in a similar way does not mean this person is going to do the same thing. Insecurities can really make or break relationships, especially if you haven't fully healed from them yet. So that's just a little bit of a carrot for your thought, working through those insecurities on a more self-reflective level. It's very difficult, but it's something that's totally necessary to bring a relationship forward, especially a new one that you're really excited about. So I hope that was able to help give you guys some different perspective and relationship dynamics and how our insecurities play a part in how our relationships push forward. So definitely, you guys, remember we do have an emoji contest, and with the emoji contest, it's super duper fun. Flora says hi from Boston. Hi, Flora, my neighbor, my New England neighbor. Hi, Frank. Down here in the road of the island. Where is everybody chatting from today? Like, where's everyone from? I'm currently in the New England area of the United States. I am down in the Rhode Island. So I'm always interested to see where, we are all coming from because there are so many different walks of life that come to join us. Jennifer says, hey, from Mexico. Ooh, Jennifer. Girl, I hope you're okay in the heat. Autumn, you too. She's in Texas. Autumn, please, y'all, Jennifer, Autumn, please make sure y'all drinking some water. It's hot out there. It's too hot. I have friends who want me to go to Texas and visit. It's too hot down there. Unfortunately, I am not the one for the heat. Ooh, because I came from Virginia all the way to the Northeast. It is too much. There's too much. The sun is not my friend. I have a sun allergy. I'm gonna go out there and roast like a potato. A sweet potato, but still a potato. So, you guys, I hope we're having a beautiful evening tonight. Let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Oh, Autumn says it's extremely hot. Yes, ooh, girl. I know it's like 100 something down in Texas right now. Jennifer says it is. I'm all sweaty. Haha. Ooh, friends, please. My southern friends, I need y'all to stay hydrated and out the sun. The sun ain't cute down there. So please, please stay safe because y'all are better than me though, because I could never. All right, you guys, let's jump into another question. All right, Taylor. Hi, Taylor. So she wants to know, hey, What is Habib's energy towards me? I blocked him and his friends. I see my friend. There's been a lot of changes going on there. So right now, his feelings towards you, I'm going to be honest, are a little bit bitter. The whole way he's thinking about everything that's happened between you two, bitter and egotistical. So this is someone who feels scorned, who feels hurt. And this scorn and hurt is happening because the imagery he was trying to portray within the relationship, you saw through it. Like you saw through the bullshit. And now, unfortunately, he is mad because he cannot have things the way he wants to have it. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. You cannot eat the entire bakery, sir. It does not work like that. And because you saw through it, he's just kind of upset with it. So right now, he is very in an egotistical energy. He is not trying to reach out. He is not trying to reconnect anything. However, Taylor, LMAO, bitter. I am too. As you should be, understandably so. It feels like a very, very stressful situation between the two of you. I do feel that he still has feelings romantically and emotions that are still placed in. That's why he's acting kind of like this right now. Don't worry. This is something he's eventually going to get over, but a lot of it is just because what he was trying to say, what he was trying to do and come across, you saw through it and he didn't like it. And that's kind of why he's acting like this, unfortunately. So he is bitter. He is grumpy being the operative word. And he's being very egotistical. He's very, I was right. So he's trying to find vindication and justification for what happened. Don't fall for it. He's going to get over it. Like, he's going to get over it. But I will also say that his friends do think negatively of you because of this. And unfortunately, this is just going to be how it is until he decides he's ready to grow. All right, my friend, thank you so much for your beautiful question. I do hope that was able to help give you some clarity. Ooh, the ego is wild. The ego of it all. Unfortunately, in that conversation with insecurity, insecurities in dating can lead to self-sabotage. And when you see people's ego pop up, that is a sign their insecurities are popping up with it. Let's talk about it real quick. Let's get into it really, really quick. Alexis says, hi, beautiful bunny. Hi, Alexa. Oh, you gorgeous too with your long black hair. I see your profile picture. You pretty girl. So, insecurities while dating. It's not just on your end to heal too. You gotta hope that other person that you're in a relationship or trying to be in a relationship with is ready to heal their stuff too. Because if you got only one person healing in the relationship and the other person ain't healing, there is no relationship. What you're doing is just playing dodgeball with each other. It's like bumper cars at this point. You two are just bumping heads and nothing is being solved. Alexa says, oh, thank you. You are so very welcome, Alexa. Yes. Insecurities can pop up for the other person too. So a lot of the things we feel about ourselves and that we know we need to heal within ourselves, because we talk about it here all the time on What's Love Got to Do with It. We talk about those things that unfortunately you need to heal within yourself. That other person has to do that same thing. And a lot of the times your other person isn't ready to do it. So what do you do in a situation when your person that you're ready to be with isn't ready to be a better person to be with you? What do you do? Because me and my whole Sagittarius, the Sagittarius in me comes creeping out, and I'm like, well, I gotta go. If you're not ready to be in this relationship, I gotta run. But there's significantly more healthier ways to counteract that. You don't have to jump head first. You don't have to be me and jump head first. You don't always have to go that route. Although when someone isn't ready to match your energy, it is totally okay to separate from them. But when their insecurities are getting the better of them, a lot of the times what can help is a conversation about what the expectation in a relationship is and what the fears are. These are conversations that you should be having from the jump. However, a lot of people don't, and that's totally okay. But just remember, the insecurities you feel that you need to heal from, your other person may not be ready to heal from. So just be very, very, very careful when you're getting into relationships, because just because they might feel like a soulmate don't mean they are a soulmate. what's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. So do be very careful about how you process your and someone else's emotions during the time of the dating period. It's a whole thing. It's very interesting. I've learned a lot about relationships, especially since really getting deep into my own. You have to learn to be patient with another person so that they're ready to really push forward within a relationship. But also, if they're not doing the work, you don't got to stay there. Protect yourself. Your sanity comes first. I'm a big one about my sanity comes first. Alexa says, yes, so true. Your sanity comes before all. So it's okay to run away if you need to, if you don't see them healing, but sometimes give them a chance to kind of figure it out. All right, you guys, don't forget to keep throwing those emojis in there. And if you're having a good time here, make sure you like and share and subscribe and hit them reminder bells so you know when we are coming up next. And tonight at 10 p.m., you can catch Energy, the metaphysical crone. She's going to come up here and read y'all some cards and do her thing. And then tomorrow, Thursday at 10 p.m., you can catch Cassie, the card slinger, slaying some cards. And if you want some more of Cassidy and Energy, you can go on YouTube and watch our shorts. We post shorts every day, multiple times a day, and you get so much good information in these shorts. Good things to just help you throughout your day. So make sure you guys go like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, hit them bells. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. All right, Gemma. Gemma wants to know, is Adam coming tomorrow? Will I be very anxious or relax into it? All right, my friend. So definitely he is coming tomorrow. I do feel this is a thing that is going to happen. However, you are going to be anxious. You are. And you know what? That is okay. Anxiety when seeing someone you love is totally normal, and you should not feel bad about that. This is something you're going to have to just ease into slowly. So don't worry too much. I feel that in that anxiousness, he is going to do his best to make you feel comfortable. Eventually, what's going to end up happening is he's going to be able to kind of melt that anxiety away. So if you allow the chance and remain open in how you two are communicating and just try and live in the moment, Gemma, really just focus on what's happening right here, right now with him while you two are together. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about yesterday. Think about right now. If you two are watching a movie or making some chicken Alfredo specifically, go ahead and just focus on that interaction, that bonding in the moment, because what you're going to want to do is really focus on the bonding experience you two are having every single day. Because if you let that anxiety get at you, it's going to eat you up and you're going to kind of slip back into that really anxious mode. He's going to be able to melt that, but you have to meet him halfway. So don't get too in your head. Don't get too jazzed up about it. Just remember, take it one step at a time. And that one step at a time is living in the moment. Remember, if you think too far ahead, you will psych yourself out. Don't do that. Don't think about, oh, I wonder if he likes my hair, or I wonder if he likes this, I wonder if he likes that. He wouldn't be in your house if he didn't like those things. He wouldn't be entertaining you and come to see you if he didn't like every aspect about you. So you got to stay out of your head with this one. Stay right smack dab in the middle and be sure to just take the time to enjoy every single moment you have with him, because at a point he is going to have to go back home and all you're going to have left is those memories. Focus on the good. Don't focus on what could be or the bad. That's a bad habit we all have. Just have fun. Enjoy the moment. Take it slow, but you're going to be fine. I promise. You're going to be fine. It's going to be a good time for you, friend. But thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. Gemma says, will do. Thank you. You are so very welcome, my friend. Look, y'all got this. This is really tying deep into our conversation today about insecurities in relationships, because a lot of our focus, unfortunately, we forget to live in the moment with our relationships, and we start thinking of, do they like me? Do they like my hair? Do they like this? Are my nails ugly? Is this ugly? Do they not find me attractive? We think of all the wrong things in relationships. And that's sometimes how we end up snowballing our relationship right into the daggone concrete. And when you hit concrete with snow, it ends up melting. or at least sitting there being discombobulated. And that unfortunately can happen in a relationship. Your insecurities while dating can unfortunately break a relationship in half because you're not focused on what's happening in the moment. You have to remember, no matter what those insecurities are, the person who is supposed to be with you will love you past those insecurities you have about yourself. And remember where insecurities come from. They come from things. Alexis says, preach, bunny girl. Don't worry, we about to get into it. Your insecurities come from things from your past, specifically middle school, high school, those formidable grown years where people, specifically young people who have no job, are telling you about yourself. Do not let those insecurities from people who were jobless, by the way, who were just as much as a loser as they claimed you were. Don't let those insecurities come back and bite you in the butt as an adult. You got to find that inner peace within yourself and tell yourself, hey, yo, I look good. I've been looking good. I've been doing just fine. Nothing has stopped me. Nothing has stopped my hustle. You only get better with age. And unfortunately, we forget that those things that people told us from 800 years ago, they still resonate in our head. Don't let it resonate in your head. Because again, if you are not paying my bills, who the hell are you to tell me about myself? Remember, the words other people who damn have no business talking about you, because I'm pretty sure if you want to, you could pull up a whole laundry list of the foolishness they've done over a 20-year course of time. They have no right to sit and judge you. And usually people who do that are jealous about the fact that you're happier than them. They're jealous about themselves. Remember, you are fine wine. You only get better with age. You only get better with age. Do not let Cassidy says like a fine wine. Yes, ma'am. We age around here like wine. We only get better with time. Don't let your insecurities from teenagerdom fight you. Gemma says, I was bullied terribly and I think about it subconsciously and it affects me now still. Gemma, I totally resonate because I was also a child who was bullied for a long period of time just for breathing. I was too fat. I was too this. I was too that. And it took me until my almost 25s, 26, 27s. I'm 32 now, by the way. But it took me a long time to come to the idea like, hey, yo, I actually look kind of good. I'm doing pretty dang good. I don't see what they were seeing. And it came from a place of people who were jealous. When people can see the light in you, they will talk down at you and tear you down. Don't allow them to have that much power over you, because we are out here thriving, surviving. Our bills are paid for the most part. We looking as good as we can right now. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. Those insecurities that we have let other people have about us, unfortunately, as adults, can sabotage our own relationships. So I have a task for every single person, and this is something my aunt taught me a very long time ago. Look in the mirror tonight and list off everything you like about yourself. If you can find one thing, good. If you can find three things, fine. Say something you like about yourself, and then continue to do this every day, every night, every morning, whatever works best for you. Say something you like about yourself. I like how my eyes look today. My eyebrows are on fleek. I like the way my lips are shaped this way. I like my hair this way. Find things you like about yourself and start telling it to yourself, and eventually you will believe it. Do not let anybody tell you how you are supposed to be. And that was some preaching from Bunny. Cassidy says, that's a beautiful practice. Yes, that is one of the greatest things my aunt has ever taught me. And it has taken me very far in life. And now you can't tell me a damn thing about myself. Gemma says, love that. Yes, I encourage everyone to do this practice tonight. It is the easiest thing you can do, and it really helps with your self-esteem and taking away those insecurities that unfortunately damage us as adults. All right, you guys, I hope I can hear stories about how we're doing this. I want reports back. Y'all better tell me. And if you guys are having a good time tonight, make sure you go to journeyrunninglife.com/reviews and leave a good review. Leave a review. Tell me how you like the show. Tell me what you want to hear. I love hearing what you all have to say. So you guys, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Let's go. We're having a good time. I'm having fun. Firefly Firefly, it's good to see you. She says, hi, Bunny. How is Scorpio feeling about our recent interaction where we spent time together? Thank you. You are so very welcome. So let's take a look at Scorpio. Scorpio feeling good. Scorpio's liking the vibes. Scorpio is comfortable. He's like, okay, I can see where this can go. So you are looking like the one who's about to cross the finish line with Scorpio. Scorpio's really feeling the vibe that you two, the energy in the club is feeling really good. So that date or spending time together, whatever you want to call it, you two had a really good, positive time. It feels like he seems to really like where things are going, and that's wanting to push it forward. So he is very much like, okay, I like this. This is great. So honestly, excuse me, honestly, within the situation between the two of you, I do feel he's still in a deliberating process. He's still in his mind thinking things through, thinking over things. There's a lot of reflection that's happening after these dates or hanging out. He's trying to figure out essentially what feels right about this and go with it. This is the discovery process before you enter a relationship. This is where you two begin to start forming that click, that bond, that, yeah, I like this. This is good. I'm feeling this. So this is a very positive situation for the two of you, and it looks like it's going to continue to go on. I do see more dates coming for you two, or spending time together. I see more of that coming, and he feels really comfortable and almost secure in where things are starting to go. You're showing aspects of your personality that he really likes. He seems to feel like trusting of you. There's a comfort that is happening here. I do think you two are still kind of in this dating phase. Allow that dating phase to keep continuing, because the way he's thinking about the situation between you two is very Scorpio. It's very logical in a certain type of way. He's like analyzing very hard about, okay, I like this, I like this, I like this. Allow him to go through those motions, and that's going to be super important moving forward. Just move not so much at his pace, but allow him to take a little bit of a lead in that regard. Allow him to just guide things along. All right, my friend, that's the end of it. But thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. Very, very, very interesting sort of energy happening, especially with relationships lately. Look, just outside, just from inside the club. Oh, Firefly says, we are slowly building our bond, still uncertain. Yes, definitely understandable. But that's what the bond building process is for, you know? Like, what I'm noticing with relationships, because look, I spend a lot of time talking about love and thinking about love. Firefly says, that's great. Thank you. Interesting. Oh, you are so very welcome, my friend. But spending all this time thinking and looking and talking about love, it's interesting to kind of see collectively where everybody is at right now. And there's a lot of getting togethers. There's a lot of, and I wonder if it's like a seasonal thing. I feel like you guys should really talk to Squirrel about that one. And Squirrel is on 10 p.m. on Tuesdays with her show Whispers from the Forest. She's really great at astrology, so she can kind of link this to some astrological planetary alignment things that are happening. I would love to talk to her about this. I'm gonna have to hit her up later, but I've just noticed that people are really starting to come together, and it usually happens before we hit the winter season. It's like there's a lot of breakups and a lot of coming togethers within a union, within relationships. It's very interesting as an observation. Very, 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 very. I need to do some more research just mentally on it. I will say that, because I do notice the seasonal pattern with how relationships go. So when I do my research, I'm gonna let you guys know like what I find. We're gonna have reports. We're gonna come through a Bunny book reports. Bunny got in her hyperfixation and started researching all day long, and I'm gonna share with all you what I find. All right, you guys, let's get into another question. Our next question. All right, y'all. Y'all heard the lightning. It's time for another lightning round. So what we do here is, remember, post your yes or no questions, and my response will be yes, no, or undetermined, as per what spirit says for me, or sees, yeah, tells me. Ooh, words were getting wild over there for a second. But Go ahead and start posting your yes no questions in the chat. I want to see as many yes no questions. There is no limit on how many yes no questions you can post. So go ahead and post as many as you can. Go ahead and just start throwing them in the chat. Anything that's on your mind, especially with all these conversations about love. I want to see some good love questions in there. I just want to know what's up. So go ahead and start posting all those questions in the chat. And I want to see as many as I can. Remember, there's no limit. Gemma says, will I see my kids tomorrow? Yes. Yes. Remember, no limits on how many questions you can ask, but get to it. Gemma says, will I be anxious going to the dentist tomorrow? Yes. Danielle, does Edward want to reconcile with me? Undetermined. There's some energy there. There's some weird energy there, but undetermined. I would love to talk to you about it though. Gemma says, will I get the DS weekend? Gemma, yes, but y'all are wild this evening. All it says is Aunt Lisa around me. I feel like this would lead into a mediumship question, so I want to go ahead and move to the next question, but please feel free to donate for a mediumship. Jennifer says, will we have 4 or more participants for the program starting on 8/8? Yes. All right, you guys, keep those questions coming. Miss Collins, will tomorrow go well? Yes. All right. Alexa, will Adam be able to work with the numbers I gave him today? No. Ooh, no. Oh, no. Like, Autumn, is Dara the path I should take? Yes. That's interesting. I don't know what that's about. Danielle says, will everything turn out okay with my car? No. Ooh, friend. Cassidy, should I go on the boat trip this weekend? Yes. And have fun. Yes. Firefly, will Scorpio ask me out soon? Yes. Keep it coming, you guys. Alexa, will Mike help me in September? Yes. If this is a life-threatening situation. Sunflower, does Key Leo still have feelings for me? Taurus, yes. All right, keep those questions coming, y'all. Gemma, should I stay away from Vicky? Undetermined. I'm going to talk about that one. Cassidy, should I plan to get a car soon? Yes. Yes. Alexa, will Caleb like his teacher this year? Undetermined. Jennifer, will I meet Diana and the rest of the family within the next week or 2 weeks? Yes. Sounds like fun. Firefly, does Miss W know me and Scorpio are talking? No. Ooh. Who's Miss W? Sunflower, was Key or Kai content with our conversation today? Yes. All right, y'all. To wrap on the lightning round. Thank you everyone for your beautiful questions. And I hope I was able to help give y'all some clarity. Some of y'all, we got to talk about some things. I want to know. I want to be nosy with y'all. Cassidy says, thank you, Bunny. You are so very welcome, my friend. Now, let me tell y'all something that was really, really funny and that I'm just like, oh no. So there was an incident one time on Kay's show where her Alexa started talking to her when she said the name Alexa. I resetted mine the other day, and now my Alexa is talking at me every time I talk to Alexa. Now I'm just like, oh no. Autumn says, thank you. You are so very welcome, Autumn. So yes, the technology is wanting to play with us today. We cannot play with you, technology. So. Oh my gosh. So that is definitely something I need to fix later on. That's hilarious. So I'm so glad it's not up super loud, but that has me in shambles. When technology, Alexa Ann says it happens all the time. Sorry, no, don't apologize. It was my fault. I changed her name and I didn't change it back. I was like, oh dang. Like the technology has caught me lacking today. It's a time. So tell me, when the technology betrays you, do you not just like feel hurt on the inside? Like, wow, I didn't ask for that. It's like when Google Maps tells me, I don't understand this. I don't know. I don't know why you don't understand something. Google Maps. You're the map. You're supposed to know where we're going. Technology is a time. But yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for participating in the lightning round. And remember, y'all, there is still the emoji contest. So keep posting those emojis in the chat. And if you get selected for the emoji contest, if you've been busting out those emojis, you get to have a card, a general reading from my Hummingbird Oracle to help you along with your week. So make sure you get those in. Make sure you hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons on YouTube. We love y'all sharing us out, because the party is all day, every day. We want y'all to come have a good time with us when we're online with y'all. So let's go ahead, though, and jump into our next question. Woo! We are having, Jennifer says, if drawn, she's a girl, if drawn, what's coming up next for my partner and myself? Thank you, gorgeous. Well, friend, you found the right nosy bystander for that question today. So let's talk into what's going on next for you and your partner coming up. So let's see. Firstly, feel like there's a little bit of turbulence happening. This could be, it feels like there's something that's indistinguishable. And I hope I'm describing this to you correctly. It feels like there are words being said and actions not being taken. It feels like there's a little bit of miscommunication and a lack of understanding specifically about what those actions, why those actions are not being taken. It almost feels like there's a dragging within the relationship. It feels like your partner is not expressing or explaining something to you, and you're racking your brain about it. So I feel like what's coming up for you, there's going to be a little bit of turbulence within the relationship. This is going to be something that feels more temporary. This is something that is not going to be a permanent. This is not the end of the relationship. This isn't going to cause that downfall. This is more so a significant speed bump within the communication between the two of you. You're going to start realizing, unfortunately, that your partner is not as forthcoming. Now, this information does not feel like anything like cheating, infidelity, anything like that. It just feels like small things that are snowballing into bigger things. So this is becoming the point in time within the relationship where you two realize the communication has not been where it needs to be. There needs to be more transparency and understanding. So what I'm kind of seeing coming up is there's going to be this real lapse, this real exclusion of information that doesn't feel like you were told the whole story. Jennifer says, oh my gosh, what you're saying is 100% correct. I'm so glad that's resonated for you, friend, because this is just going to be that speed bump. Unfortunately, that is the bell. That's all I got for you right now. But if you want to know a little bit more, you can go ahead and donate with us at journeyryanlive.com/donations, because we can get a little bit deeper into it if you need me to, and you get to skip ahead of the line if you donate. And remember, y'all, a portion of every donation goes to Shriners Children's Hospital. So make sure, if you want to go ahead and get your longer question in, get you some more deeper, juicier information, and donate to a wonderful cause at the same time, go ahead and hit that donation button. So, you guys, we were talking about the insecurities you have while dating and how that can affect your relationships. So, unfortunately, when those insecurities start popping up, look, we're going into a whole continuation. Those insecurities we talked about were a lot of those insecurities that we have as adults stem from our childhood, whether it be from parents, whether it be from children who don't have bills to pay, telling us about ourselves. And that last part, that one gets me when I think about it. So we were talking about ways to create more of an affirmative or positive viewpoint of oneself. And this is where we're going to go into a very interesting topic. Insecurities in relationships and dating stem from the inside. However, a way to help heal those insecurities is to start dressing the way your teenage self would be proud of. And I know that's something we've heard a long time for a long time, especially as adults, especially as the new adults. We've heard that before. Start dressing in a way the teenage you would be proud of. Now, there is a way to have alternative fashion sense and still be very adult about it. How you dress is totally up to you, but a way to push into those positive reinforcement feelings about yourself is to find a way of dressing that really resonates to the person you are on the inside. Now, I do know on TikTok, there's this trend of dressing like your sign, dress like your rising sign, dress like your moon sign, dress like your Lilith. Not everyone has access to that information, and not everyone can find a vibe within that sign that works for you. Those things are more subjective. You have to find your vibe, your style, what resonates with you, what makes you feel powerful and good about yourself. That comes from within inside. So I implore everyone, change up your fashion style a little bit. If you want to increase your confidence and help ease those insecurities within a dating process, dress in the way that you've always kind of wanted to dress. If you are a sundress cottagecore kind of person, get into it. Get you a nice little sundress, get you some nice little cute shoes, some with a nice point on it.
Hello, Bunny.
Yes.
I'm here to interrupt for just a moment. Hey, Sunflower, can you please go ahead and provide us your question for your donated read? We're more than thankful for that. We posted it in the chat, but we haven't seen your question. Okay, so go ahead and post your question in the chat so that way we can get to your donation. Thank you so much. Sorry for interrupting, Bunny.
No problem. And that was our beautiful boss. This was the man of the hour. This is our Journey Ryan with a short announcement. But definitely be aware of how you almost sometimes the way we dress can portray a more negative aspect or negative feeling about our self-confidence and self-worth. So sometimes changing the way you dress can alleviate a lot of that insecurity that you have. Let's take me, for example. I used to be a little goth girl at one point. I was in all black from head to toe. I know it's hard to believe, but I was all black from head to toe. And when I started stepping into pastels and skirts and feeling very hyper feminine in the way I dress, I started really coming into myself. Those small changes that you make, even to a color palette, can do significant wonders, whether it is lighter or darker. It just depends on the type of person you are. So if you're having some insecurities about how you feel about yourself, try changing a little bit of your style. Switch up your wardrobe a little bit. Buy a shirt in a color you wouldn't normally do before. I've never had yellow nails before and I feel beautiful with them. Try something new because that will help alleviate that self-consciousness towards yourself. So that was a little bit of a carrot for your thought, especially in regards to relationships and insecurities in relationships. So let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Thank you so much for your beautiful donation, Sunflower. We appreciate you here. And remember, a portion of every donation is going to Shriners Children's Hospital. Thank you so much for your beautiful donation. Sunflower, let's get into it. She wants to know, what is Kay's feelings and emotions towards me after our conversation today? All right, I would like to keep that up for a little bit longer, but feelings and emotions after the conversation. I do feel there is a little bit of confliction within those feelings. I don't see that there's a desire to separate from you and your energy necessarily. This feels more of a situation of it's like a crossroads. They're sure in how they feel, but then also not sure in their objective understanding of why they feel that way. So it's like feeling the emotions, feeling that kind of egotistical emotion, but then understanding on a very surface level that they're not done with this connection, they're not over it, but at the same time, a little bit of understanding that you're not the problem here. So what I mean by that is the feelings for you that are still present are those of desire. Still desire to be with you, still want to be with you, still feeling like they want to be in this relationship with you. But there is that feeling of being burned. Now, after today, there is a definite pull of wanting to stay connected to your energy. So not disconnecting, not fully breaking up. I still want to be in your energy. I still want to talk to you. I still want to do these things with you. I'm not done. It's the energy of I'm not done yet. And that's where he is sitting after today. Now, there's an understanding here subconsciously. We're going to dig a little bit deeper. Got to spoon it out. You're not the problem. And there's still a love here. The problem is the hubris behind why they are acting the way they're acting. But I do see subconsciously they're coming to an understanding that a part of them is the problem. And you really weren't the issue in the first place. There's still a desire to be with you. There's a 2 of Cups on the board here. They want that connection with you. They feel it. They're definitely not done. However, unfortunately, because the ego has gotten a little bit out here, they don't know how to fix it. They do not know how to make this feel better. They don't know how to fix it. So there's an internal fight within themselves. It's like realizing you were stupid, that you being them, realizing they were stupid, but not knowing how to fix it. Feeling really ticked off at the way they handled the situation, but also feeling justified in their feelings. This is a situation of crossroad feelings. They do not know what the right thing to do is. The mind and the heart are fighting. And that's what you're seeing from him. The mind and the heart are not in sync. They are not together because the mind is telling him, wow, that was stupid. I was stupid for that. But the heart is also saying, I want this person and I'm mad I can't have this person. But the mind is like, it is an internal struggle. The want of somebody and the frustration at the self. But realizing that person wasn't the problem. They are going through what is a highly reflective period. So they're ping-ponging with themselves. This is something you cannot fix and should not try and get involved in. Allow them to have their feelings, allow that space and separation, live your life, have fun, do what you need to do. Because what's going to happen from here is that he is going to end up really almost overthinking the whole scenario until the point where he comes back and realizes, oh, dang, I was wrong for this. There's still love here. There's still desire here. And whether that love and desire is worth it for you is totally up to your own discernment. However, keep in mind, there's just a unfortunate back and forth ping pong right now. He's not fully ready to accept his defeat. And I say that with air quotes. That defeat is really the realization of how wrong they actually were. Eventually, you'll get the baby, please come back. Take me back in the relationship. You're going to get all that foolishness. Whether you take it or not is truly up to you. Are they earnest about their feelings? Yes. Are they ready to have that relationship and really make amends? They're getting there, but yes. However, just there is a lot of frustration in their actions and frustration. They don't have the relationship anymore. And unfortunately, sometimes when someone is in a relationship and they cannot figure out what side or what they are supposed to do emotionally, they're going to lash out. And I think that's a lot of where this disconnect between the two of you came. Sunflower, I opened up about things he wasn't aware of in our past together. And that's where the ego is getting out of control, because it's like think about it. When you're talking about things that they weren't privy to, a lot of people's first reaction is to really fight you about it and then feel very scorned by it, bitter. Why? Like, why me? Why this? Why that? It's a lot of deflection. But then that part where I said he's realizing you're not the issue. And this was a past situation. Sunflower says this was his first time he's heard about it. Even if it was the first time he's heard about it, it could be the first or the 100th. There's still that kind of self-blame. It's a self-blame and then a blaming of you. They cannot rationally at this time figure out if you're wrong or they are right. And both two things can be true at the same time is what that is. And he hasn't figured that out yet. You can be hurt by something, but then be wrong in the way you handled it. And that's what this is. wrong in the way that it was handled. And that's why there's this understanding internally with him that you aren't necessarily the problem. The way he responded was a problem. He's not ready to fully come to that admission. That's why it feels so stagnant, so egotistical in that energy. It's I'm right, I feel right, I'm the one who was hurt here, I did this. The problem is two truths can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. So even if it was the first time, it's still something that he reacted to in a way that might have been too much. And coming to a slow reaction or understanding that the reaction was too much. Now, if things can kind of reshuffle themselves, which I do think they will, you two will have another conversation about this. This isn't going to be the last conversation about this. You two more than likely will find your way back to each other. However, this is allowing him to process. He has to process that the way he reacted wasn't the right way because he still has feelings for you. Even, it's like no matter how devastating or hurtful or crushing that news could have been to him, there's still feelings here for you. And even if there are feelings here for you, he is in a way acknowledging his own hurt by the scenario. So it's going to be a situation where there is time allotted into moving forward within that relationship. It's unfortunately a situation where he has to come to an understanding within himself. Things may not have been what he wanted it to be. And even if it was something he's heard for the first time in the past, his reaction to the information was not 100% correct. It wasn't founded in a good place, even if he feels justified for those feelings. So that is what this is. There's an understanding slowly that is happening within him subconsciously. And unfortunately, there is only so much that he can really push forward with that. Unfortunately, this is going to be something that just takes time. He's got to come to the understanding within himself. And this is very hard for a lot of people to do in relationships, especially if it's new information, but also realizing that you really weren't the main issue here. The way he responded was an issue. So I do think that this is a situation that will resolve itself in time. It's going to push through in time. However, you just have to give it that time that it needs. And if you allow things to push forward in the way it's going to naturally push forward, things will kind of fall back in place. Sunflower. So I do hope that time will allow you to push things forward. Sunflower says he's been reflecting a lot lately. Yes, because he realizes he is an imperfect being too. Because I can guarantee you before the relationship between the two of you, he's done some things too. No one's nose is clean. And so it's kind of it's using discernment between the past and the present. The past is not today. And if you two were in a different place in the past, that's that understanding he's gaining. Sunflower says this makes sense. I'm so glad it does for you, Sunflower. Discernment is going to be what is necessary, and that is what he's working towards. So don't feel like this is never going to make sense for him. It's a slow process, but I can tell you from what I am seeing in front of me, it's just a slow process, but he's getting there. Definitely. So my friend Sunflower, thank you so much for your beautiful question. I hope I was able to help give you that clarity you were looking for. And thank you so much for your beautiful donation. And you guys, it's time to announce our emoji contest winner. So congratulations. It looks like tonight's emojis contest winner is Gemma girl. You been hitting them buttons. So congratulations. And thank you so very much for everyone who participated in the emoji contest. Thank you so much. Gemma, let's see what the birds are talking to you about today. Oh, you get 3 cards. It seems like every time we do emoji contest, Gemma, you always end up getting 3. I find that very funny. Your info comes out in 3. So first card up. Your first card is Powerful Warrior. Do not feel small. You are stronger and braver and more valid than you know. It's time to tap in and into your true source of power. And then your next card is flying solo. Your wings are strong. You can rely and trust on your resources to carry you forward successfully. And your final card, if I can turn it the right way, your next card is your broken wings are mending. Relax. You know you are receiving a miraculous gift of healing, and this is bouquets of blessings. Gemma, you are allowing some new energy to come in now, but that new energy and that almost newfound confidence that you're starting to get. Gemma says, wow, perfect cards for me right now. Yes, friend. You are really starting to get into some new energy. You're starting to feel it. You're starting to be like, hey, I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm hot girl Jenna. Hot girl Gemma. I want to see you out here this summer. You are starting to get into that feeling of, yes, I'm confident. Yes, I got this. But do be mindful of your energy output. But remember, in that energy output that you are pushing towards flying solo the way you want to, you are strong enough. You are good enough. You are not fooling yourself. You are 100% able to do it. And the more you keep trying to do it, put yourself out there, to push yourself forward, the more you are able to really receive the blessings that spirit wants to give you. Gemma says, I've been really pushing myself lately. Yes, put yourself, but be respectful and mindful of your energy output, because we can push ourselves all day long, but you don't want to push yourself off a cliff. So just be mindful of your energy output during this time. However, you are coming into that sense of self and you are killing it. You are on the right path, Gemma. Just be mindful of your energy. Really take some time to give yourself to woo-saw in, out. Breathe in and breathe out with yourself sometimes, but ultimately you are on the right path and you are going to start opening up to what spirit has been trying to tell you all along. So you are doing awesome, Gemma. Get it. I want to see hot girl Gemma this summer. And you all, unfortunately, that is the end of our show for tonight. However, you can catch Energy, the Metaphysical Crone, tonight at 10 p.m. And tomorrow, you can catch Kathy, the Card Slinger, at 10 p.m. on Thursday. So, everybody, I hope we had a fun time here. I love seeing you guys, and I cannot wait to see you guys again next week. Thank you so much for being here. Please stay safe, stay cool, drink a lot of water, and I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.